Oh, we had every chance possible to win this game. Every chance possible. And we pissed it away. We pissed it away. Our defense holds Mahomes to 0 touchdowns after the first drive of the game. Plays great football the whole entire game. They played bend, don't break, okay? They didn't play great as in the fact that they were just shutting down 3 and out every single drive. They were not. They played bend, don't break, and they held them to 6 field goals in this game. And when you're playing the best quarterback in the NFL and Patrick Mahomes, okay, it is what it is. You hold him to 0 touchdowns after the first drive, and you literally play perfect on defense, getting a turnover, which led to 7 points. You cannot complain about the defense. This game was decided, which is sad, because we had so many opportunities. So many opportunities to win this game. So many. We should have won this game. There is no excuse why we didn't win this game. Because this game was our game to win. We had so many opportunities. But we just could not get our heads out of our own butts in the second half of this game. We could not do anything on offense. We couldn't move the ball. We couldn't get yards. We couldn't do anything. And the one drive we did in the second half, we go down the field after holding them 3 and out, I mind you. We go down the field and we go to 4th and inches. We don't take our points, which I'm not going to really be against the idea of not taking our points yet. We should have, in all honesty. But you know what? You don't. It is what it is. You can't turn back time now. We go for it on 4th and inches. And instead of running like a play action pass like we did earlier in the game and maybe roll out to the right hand side with, Jake Browning, which probably would have worked, they literally run the ball right up the middle with Joe Mixon. When you see there's like 12 people in the box, they're not 12. You can only have 11 players. But there's like 7 guys in the box. You see that. You see the blitzing in the middle. So you run the ball straight up the middle with Joe Mixon instead of doing a play action and going on the right-hand side like you did early in the game. So then you lose points that drive. Our defense still keeps holding them to field goals the whole entire game. And until the final minute of the game, our defense kept us in this game. Until the final drive, we had a chance to win this game. But we pissed it away. We pissed it away in every possible way. Jake Browning couldn't do it. And it was a failure of execution on the play calling department, on Jake Browning, and on the last drive. I would say for the most of the game, offensive line was great. For most of the game, offensive line was great. If you watch most of the game, Jake Browning had 6, 7, 8 seconds in the pocket on repeat. And he would get sacked or he would just throw it to nobody. And that, by the way, I will bring this up because it's important, okay? Referees, for most of the game, did a good job. I think they did a really great job, actually. The end of the game, the referees came alive. There was a bogus holding call versus Sam Hubbard. Versus Sam Hubbard, Trey Hendrickson. Because I don't remember, who did they call it on? I don't think they know who they called it on. Then, number 2, right? Chris Jones is offsides. On the sack, on the final drive, he's offsides. They call it sack. They don't call him offsides. He's blatantly offsides. Don't call it. Intentional grounding to kill a whole entire drive with 5 minutes to go in the game. Intentional grounding? He's out of the tackle box and he throws the ball to Joe Mixon. They call intentional grounding because he's getting hit. Even Tony Romo, who loves the Chiefs, said that's not intentional grounding. He's a quarterback! And then, the icing on the cake. The icing on the cake is my favorite. 4th, what was it? I think it was 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. It was the Mahomes tried to run it for a first down play, and he's out of bounds, clearly short of the line. Clearly short of the line, right? And you see the ref on the sideline, the guy who's right next to him, the ref right next to Mahomes when he sees him out of bounds. He literally looks at him and goes, all right, he's short. And then, okay, cool. The ref across the field, who can't even see the play correctly, runs over and goes, no. He has a first down. Now, in their defense, they challenged it, and it was called short. Because that was the correct call. The other ref tried to come over, and we had to use a challenge. just because he wanted to give the Chiefs the first down. How can one ref who's right next to it say it's short? The other ref can overrule that ref. They challenge it, and the first ref was right. How is that a thing? How can the first ref get overruled when he had the right call? The other ref came in and did a bogus call. We had this game so many different times. So many different times we had this game, and we kept pissing it away. And it's frustrating because that last drive, our offensive line, what looked like it was the worst we have ever seen them. They were getting him sacked within milliseconds, and I don't even know what happened in the last drive. It's like our offensive line just gave up and quit. And where do you go from here? I don't know. I really don't. Because the play calls today were not good. So then you say, okay, well, then you have to take away the play calling from Zach Taylor. Okay, I'm okay with that. Then you have to say, well, what do you have to do next? Well, the offensive line was crap. Well, at the end of the game. But not throughout the game, they were actually pretty okay. But they've been crap the last couple of weeks. Orlando Brown is not the guy. Orlando Brown was getting destroyed throughout this game, getting destroyed in the Steelers game. He got destroyed in the last drive. Like, he's getting destroyed left and right throughout this season. He's clearly not the guy, but we pay him $65 million. He's not going anywhere. Jonah Williams is clearly not good at right tackle. So, okay, you draft a franchise right tackle in the first round. Now you're using a first-round pick on the right tackle. Whatever. You got to do that. Then where do you go from there? Do you bring in a new offense coordinator? But Zach Taylor is the guy who calls the plays. It's not Brian Callahan's fault. There's so many questions. So many statements that are left unanswered now. I don't even know what to say anymore. Because it feels like it's the same old every single week, and we don't see any difference. We try to think there's going to be a difference here, and there's not. And it's just pathetic, man. It's just pathetic. It's sad, it's pathetic. I don't even know what to say. This game, we should have won. We outplayed them. We did outplay them. Our defense held Mahomes. And, man, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted how we allowed 12 points in the second half, 4 field goals, and we can't score one single freaking point. You can't score a touchdown. You can't score anything. If we even score a touchdown in the second half of this game, anything. And listen, I understand the Chiefs' defense is a great defense. They do have a great defense. I'm going to give them credit there. But we shredded them with our offense in that first half. We were running the ball like crazy on them. We were running the ball with our running backs, with our quarterback especially. We were getting the ball right down the field on them, drive after drive after drive. And then that second half, I don't know what happened at halftime. We used to be the second half team. That used to be our identity. We're a second half team. First half, we played kind of mid and awful. Second half, we play a lot better. Not anymore. Our second half this year has been horrendous. It's like we go into halftime and our second half offense is like, well, we left it at halftime. Man, I don't even know what to say anymore. I really don't. I am disappointed how this season ended. Because it was pathetic. It really was. It was a sad game to lose. If we would have just gotten blown out in this game, I wouldn't have cared. Because it would have been like, okay, well, we just played, we got blown out, whatever. It's the fact that we should have won this game that really ticks me off. And Chiefs fans, I know you're going to say, oh, no, shut up. Just shut up. No, you did not outplay us. You did not play better than us. We destroyed ourselves in this game. We self-destructed in this game ourselves. We had the game, and we lost it ourselves. And it's sad. It is really sad. But that's a part of football, man. That's a part of football, and you just got to pick yourself back up and keep going, man. keep going, and keep grinding. And we'll be back here next year. We had no Joe Burrow this year. DJ Reader was out of this game. And we just got to keep getting back, to work. And that's pretty much how this works, man. It's one game at a time, one season at a time, and now we're going to have to really think this off season what we're going to do moving forward, right? So make sure you check out the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Chiefs fans, you can leave the channel now. We really don't want you here, to be honest. Unless you're like a reasonable Chiefs fan, then you can stay. I don't care. But like if you're like an idiotic Chiefs fan, just leave. But if you're like a reasonable Chiefs fan, you're like, this was it. If I could talk to you logical, you can stay, because we kind of do need you in the stream for some small banter back and forth. But if you're not if you're a logical one who's just like, and you've been a fan since 2 months ago, just please leave. Just please leave. We don't need you in here. We don't need you in here at all. But I'll see you guys next one.